Swing and a miss. 7 strikeouts for Sanchez. He's mixed it in all his pitches. And he picks up another K.
And there's a shot into left field. Stanton on his way around to score. And the Yankees are on the board. First, it's 1-0 New York. Bouncer headed up the middle, and that's going to get through and driving a couple of runs. Cranked up and sent into the right center field gap. McMahon's going to score easily. They're going to wave Wills around. Plays to third. 5-0 New York. Another one head for no man's land, but Harrison Bader read it well. Former Gold Glover comes up to make a very nice catch for the guy they call Big G, who has driven in a run with the 3rd straight hit to open the 5th inning. Chopper for Jazz, hot shot, and he makes the catch. That got on there on a line, and he's telling Jose Caballero, did you see that? I could watch Jazz Chisholm play. I mean, he plays with such joy. Only David Cohn, Ron Guidry, and Mel Stottlemyre had opening day starts of 6+ innings with 2 or fewer hits and no runs allowed.
Skies, humid, rainy outside, a very pleasant 72 degrees inside here in Houston. Hello again, everyone. We're getting ready for a 3-game series. Tigers and Houston Astros, teams that met, of course, in the postseason in 2024. The Astros went on to have a winning season last year. They've had nothing but winning seasons, Bobby, for 10 straight years, not including 2020. And this year it's been a struggle for them. 33-40 coming into this game, and you get the feeling there's an opportunity here for the Tigers.
Dan, I definitely think so. You're right. You know, with the way the Tigers are playing. Now, listen, yes, they lost last two games they played, got rained out yesterday, but they were in both of those games, and that's where those games with Cleveland go. The Tigers are going to be in fine shape. The offense has been better in June, sans those 2 games in Cleveland. I like the Tigers' chances, and I like the way they're looking for the series.
Those at-bats and the run scoring in the first 9 games really did give a different feel to this team. Important, it feels like, to rediscover that the hitting, the connected at-bats, and the run scoring here in Houston.
Absolutely, and a good environment to hit into.
Tigers and Astros first of 3. Pitcher we have not seen before, Kaiwei Tung, is on the mound for Houston. It was supposed to be Troy Milton today. He has been scratched. He woke up with lower back tightness. And it's going to be a bullpen day led by Drew Anderson. And, hey, last time he got a spot start, he pitched he did pitch into the 5th inning, which was pretty incredible. Anderson against Tung is the matchup. The lineups have just been exchanged at home plate. Let's take a look at the details of Bobby.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Hard hit ball. Creedy gets up, but can't come down with it. Casey didn't know. He didn't catch it. The throw by Ozuna. Got it! Oh, yes! Sean Casey obviously thought Joe Creedy caught that baseball.
Now he recognizes his mistake. A 5-7-3 put out. It's the first time I've ever seen it. Up the middle, diving play by Swanson to first. What a play! Volpe on the backhand, goes to third brilliantly for the easy out.
Leday coming up hard. It falls. Round third. Leday fire. Oh, it's there! He's out! What a play by Leday!
Charging in and making a diving catch, Barracoto.
Going back is Reynolds at the wall. Up, and he makes the catch to Rob Ohtani of the home run.
Line drive towards second base on one hop. A nifty pick by Holiday. Ain't got him. That might be the best play on grass.
Raley backed up to the wall, and he makes the catch. Line to right. Nootbaar comes in and makes a sliding catch. Tommy Troy makes another sliding grab out there.
The answer is Kevin McGonigal with the glove at Comerica Park.
Putting on a show. And it's Vasquez who makes a sliding grab.
Back trio, and he leaps and makes the catch. Bangs up against the wall.
Here we are, Arlington, Texas. This is the Graham Slam Burger. So 2 patties, brisket, caramelized onion, American cheese, ranch aioli, or ranch mayo, if you will.
Oh yeah, we're in Texas.
Yeah.
It's something that you definitely want to take a picture of and just put on the gram. I took a bite of it, but it still looks dope.
It's a burger that looks great, but also delicious.
be the keys for the Tigers against Tung. He was really good out of the bullpen, made some good starts. He's given up quite a few runs, last 2 starts, quite a few base runners. It feels like you get some traffic on the base paths, you can really have success and make this a short night for Tung.
No, I think you're right, especially, and a lot for him hinges on what he does with this sweeper. It's his best pitch, and it's by far his most used pitch. He'll use it about 35% of the time, mainly to right, well, not mainly, he'll use it to both right and left-handed hitters, more to right-handed hitters where the mix is more sweeper, four-seamer, sinker. To left-handed hitters, it's going to be more sweeper, four-seamer, changeup, and curveball. The curveball is just a little bit of a shorter sweeper. It has some depth to it. The sweeper is, like I said, is his best pitch. For the right-handed hitters in this lineup, you're going to have to pick a lane. You can't cover both sides. He'll use the fastball, and he'll use that sweeper. If it starts in the middle of the plate with that sweeper, take it, because it's just going to go off the plate. He'll pick around the zone. Don't chase him around the zone. He'll come to you and give up some hits. Be patient. Tigers will draw some walks, too.
Lefties and righties hit him about the same in 30 innings last year with San Francisco. First year with the Astros, and it's a big right-left split. Lefties have hit him for average, for power. They draw a lot of walks. In the same number of plate appearances, righties have done virtually nothing. Kevin McGonigal in the leadoff spot. 3 of the first 4 hitters are lefties. The first pitch of the game is fastball up.
First pitch, 7-10.
And we are underway here at Daikin Park here in Houston. So glad to have you along for the first of a 3-game series. 2 night games and a day game, Tigers and Astros. McGonigal digs in, hitting .277 with 4 home runs, 24 RBIs. Sinker for a strike on the outside edge. Paul Clemens is our home plate umpire today. The crew chief, Adrian Johnson, is at first base. Quinn Wolcott at second. Steve Yashinsky is today's third base umpire. The 1-1. There it is. Big sweeper. So, Bobby, it's a low arm angle. As you said, he'll throw it to lefties as well as righties. And it's got a big sweep to it.
20-plus inches on that break, on that horizontal break, Dan. And it's a flat sweeper.
The 2-1. Check swing. Did he go?
Yeah.
He already appealed the third. Catcher Vasquez is going to challenge the ball call, but the appeal to third, Steve Yashinsky said he went too far, and that was the right call.
Yeah, he went too far. It was a sweeper that was up a little bit. Kevin went to fire, and then it just kept digging towards him. He couldn't hold up.
Neesman spreads out the pitch way inside with the sweeper, so you would think that throwing a breaking ball into lefties, that wouldn't be your main pitch, but it is.
Yeah.
But that speaks to the quality of that pitch.
It's a very tight, late breaking, but wide sweeper. It looks like a fastball for a long time, and then takes that long, sweeping left-hand turn.
Vasquez setting up away the pitch way down and in, missed with a sweeper. So this is an Astros staff that is getting healthier. 2 big arms have come back. Josh Hader, their closer, just back after missing a couple of months. The big guy back, Hunter Brown, is going to start game 2 tomorrow. The Detroit native. The rotation's been a mess. They've got 3 starters who have really struggled. The staff as a whole, they walk a ton of batters. To see a staff walking almost 5 batters per 9 is rather stunning. Torres swings and misses, and Tung follows kind of in those footsteps. He's in that camp. The walks are high. It's really hard for a starting pitcher to have a high walk rate. Over 4 is where I think you run into trouble with start-to-start consistency. Strike 1. Fastball up. So it just seems like, Bobby, this Tigers team pretty disciplined. They've got the lowest chase rate. Stayed disciplined against this guy, and he could walk the house.
He could. And as far as balls to hit, Glaber's shown you right there. If that ball, there's a certain line, regardless of what pitch type, you can't go offer at it if it's at them in the middle with as many sweepers as he throws.
Swinging a pop-up, fouling out of play, sweeper in. You get the feeling that one backed up on him, but get the feeling you'll probably see it in, middle, and away.
You got to get it close to you today. You almost have to give him an outer third. If he zips you with a fastball outer third, you might have to take it, because if the one you swing at, the one you foul off, he's just going to start ripping sweepers off of that one on the outer third. You have to draw a line on the plate. If it starts on this side of the line, I got to let it go. If it starts on the other side, I got to continue to try to wait as long as I possibly can to fire on it, depending on the pitch type.
Tung gets a lot of ground balls. Middle of the infield is pretty darn solid. Flip over to first. Kevin McGonigal 9 for 9 stealing. This is a pitcher who, for all of his struggles at the major league level, stops the running game. 92 innings of work at the major league level. He's allowed just 2 steals. Pena's really good at short. The 1-2, swinging a foul out of play. He and Altuve in double play depth. Jose Altuve, remember, moved to left field last year. That was so strange to see him out in left field.
Didn't even look right, did it? Look right, did it?
And he hasn't graded out well at second base for a while, but you know what he does do? He turns the double play extremely well.
Yeah.
So does Pena. Torres waiting in another 1-2. We're just underway and scoreless. The pitch. Fastball up. 5th pitch of the at-bat is ball 2. Kerry Carpenter waiting on deck.
And that's what he does. That four-seamer up is what he likes to do, especially late in counts, and particularly to right-handed hitters.
Really just a 3-pitch mix to righties. The 2 types of fastballs in the sweeper. Sweeper, wow, he broke out a curveball. Pitch that he never throws to righties. Gleyber Torres waited, and it's got just a little different shape, and he swung right through it.
Yeah, that that curveball is like a mini sweeper. It's not as wide, but he creates some depth with it. And it's difficult to do with how he throws his arm release. It's so low. It's a low 3/4 slot, about 23 degrees. It's not sidearm, but it's a true low 3/4 slot. It's hard to make the ball create depth from that release point.
First pitch, curveball at the belt for a called strike on Kerry Carpenter, who will throw. It's much more of a 4, even 5-pitch mix to lefties.
Yes.
Lefties have not hit the sweeper. It shuts down both sides of the plate, and that's why he throws it to both sides of the plate. Strike 1, swing and a miss. Wow, and then he zips a fastball. It's a solid kind of average fastball now these days at 94, but that had to look a whole lot more to Kerry Carpenter.
Well, when you've softened guys up, soft, breaking, boom, that fastball plays up. It doesn't even matter about the metrics. You've just seen all the soft stuff, and then that fastball feels like it's 100.
That's kind of what he has to do with the fastball, because lefties have not hit the sweeper at all. The 0-2. Curveball away. Kerry Carpenter did not challenge. It looked like it might have been well off the plate away.
I don't know that one got back to the dish, Dan,
but I
guess it did.
Man. It's amazing that made it back to the outside edge. So lefties have not hit the sweeper against this righty. 4 for 33. They've hit every other one of his offerings. And again, lefties, high batting average, big power numbers. Riley Green takes a pitch outside. Tigers trying to get the early jump. They got a leadoff walk to Kevin McGonigal. Tigers lost 2 out of 3 here last year. Won 2 out of 3 the year before. The 1-0. Fastball up and in. Riley's got the good hitters count, 2-0.
And you can see why Tung struggles at times with his control and command and his walk numbers, because he has to pitch this way. He has to nibble. It's a lot of feel, it's a lot of finesse and spin. He thrives on the mishits and ground balls.
2-0. Riley takes a changeup on the outside edge for strike 1. Still the good hitters count. Tigers have lost 2 of 3 each of the last 2 trips here. They do some run scoring here, though. They scored 5, 7, and 13 runs in 3 of those 6 games. Snap throw over to first. That's a good quick move. Left side of the infield really shifts to the right. The ex-Tiger Isaac Paredes near shortstop with the shortstop Jeremy Pena, and he's really good right up the middle. Another throw to first. It's a good quick move. Ooh, Anthony Sanders looked a little concerned there. He quickly hopped over to first to tell Kevin McGonigal something.
Go ahead and shorten up, young fella. That's what he told him. Go ahead and shorten up.
You don't have to get out. 2-1. Fastball away. Lefties have done serious damage on that fastball.
And in all seriousness, that's probably what he was saying. Like, listen, you're not going anywhere right now. It's an advantage count for Riley. When we get to 3-1, 3-2, we'll see. But
yeah,
get back. Don't get picked off here.
3-1. Sweeper on the back door. Man,
it's difficult, Dan. People don't understand.
It just doesn't look like it could possibly reach the strike zone, but it has.
You can't believe it. You give up on it, all of a sudden it keeps digging and digging, and it hits that outside edge. That ball's in the middle of the right-handed batter's box when it starts.
3-2, 2 outs. McGonigal on the move. Fastball misses up and away. He didn't want to give Riley Green a fastball that was anywhere near the strike zone. He easily took that one ball out of hand. So a couple of walks in the first. This is a good hitter's ballpark. I think hitters like hitting.
Yes.
Here. Now,
always
it's
have.
Neutral for run scoring, but the point that A.J. Hinch made when I asked him about park factors, because we look at does it increase singles, doubles, triples, home runs, run scoring, right? This is kind of neutral for run scoring, but he said that as a manager, fastball up and in, a sinker hits Dylan Dingler, and the bases are now loaded. The point that he made was, I'm in here for 3 games. I want to know, is it a ballpark where one swing of the bat can change the scoreboard?
Yes.
And this is a home run hitter's ballpark.
It is.
And that's what he cares about, and that's why he looks at this. Of course, he managed here, but it's never been great for run scoring,
right? Like
some ballparks. But it's always been really good for home runs, and that's why he considers it a home run hitter's ballpark.
And also, too, the sight lines. You just feel like the mound is not close to you, not like Tampa where they're just putting the ball in the glove from 5 feet away. This feels like it's a fair distance away. The batter's eye is fantastic. The conditions are always neutral. You wake up in the morning, you know you're going to play baseball in a place where you can see the baseball.
Yep.
And so that makes it feel, and from a hitter's perspective, if you hit it, you get it. It's a fair ballpark. It's not like some of the yards you play in, you feel like you got to hit it twice to hit a homer.
Better for lefties than righties, even though that Crawford box in left is so close. Colt Keith was bombing the ball. Wild pitch goes right by Vasquez. Into score comes McGonigal, and that clipped Colt Keith apparently. So it's a hit batter on what looked like a wild pitch. It's been walk, hit batter, 1-0 Tigers here in the first.
That was a sweeper behind Colt Keith that clipped. It looked like his back right calf, perhaps.
I think you're right. Went behind him. I didn't see it hit.
Tongue missed his intended spot by 3 feet.
I will say the Tigers were bombing the ball in batting practice. Who knows? I don't usually watch batting practice, but I wanted to see what was going on today, and the ball was definitely flying. Yeah, it caught the pant leg. It did not make contact with his body itself, just the pant leg.
That's a beautiful RBI right there, Dan.
Bases loaded. See if the Tigers can break this thing open early. Torkelson takes. Fastball away. 2-0 on Torque. What a rally.
This is some kind of rally. With 2 outs, walk, hit by pitch, stake. Torque has got to get this ball close to him. Just cut off half the plate and give him the outside half.
Green, Dingler, and Keith all itching to come home. Forcing fastball for a called strike one.
Right down the middle. He won't see another one. This is spin. Spin. He may see another one up late, but that's it.
Righty is hitting 180 against this righty, and they just haven't hit any of his pitches. The 1-1. Sweeper backs up. Gets the call on the inside corner. Tiger hitters aren't challenging it. If you're watching like we are on our monitors, it looks like, well, that's waiting. Nope.
Yeah.
Every time we see it on the research app, it shows it is reaching the strike zone. It's amazing. Torque waiting the 2-2. Sweeper away. 3-2 on Torque. All the runners will be off. Green at third. Dingler at second, and Colt Keith at first. Outfield straight up. Trammell in left, Matthews in center, and Smith in right. Smith is a defensive force out there in right field. It's a good defensive team. Torque waiting. Tongue sets. Holds a glove above the belt. The 3-2. Swing. Miss. Sweeper got him. A wild, and I mean wild, first inning with 2 walks, 2 hits.
They say it's a game of numbers. But at Flow, es completamente otra ciencia. Mi trabajo es sencillo, cachar ese ritmo que solo nuestra gente tira y regarlo por toda la temporada. Flow mayor is where all those rhythms meet. Porque el flow no es de un solo jugador, es de un corillo entero que prende estadio. De San Diego a Santo Domingo y cada parada en el camino. Cuando estamos activos, la liga sube de nivel. Esto es Flow Mayor.
It is a 1933 Gaudi Babe Ruth card. It is 8.5 PSA. It's graded higher than the one in the Smithsonian.
This card at one point came with a packet or a stick of chewing gum.
This card actually is almost a century old. It was bought for a penny.
So the fact that just the heritage of a card like this is now coming up almost 90 years later into an auction, it's a pretty special moment.
Pennington is all about thick, durable grass, built for life's big and small moments. Pennington Grass Seed, available at the Home Depot.
For every Tigers home run, Ashley, the official furniture and mattress provider of the Detroit Tigers, donates up to $500 to nonprofits supporting Michigan kids. Go Tigers!
Fastball, lively, mid-90s from Drew Anderson. Middle of the plate, strike one. Jeremy Pena at the plate. The Astros are facing a spot starter. It's a bullpen day. 32-year-old from Reno, Nevada, Drew Anderson. Check swing on a curveball down and away, and Pena went too far, quickly behind. No balls and 2 strikes. This is a spot start because Troy Melton, today's scheduled starter, woke up with a stiff back, hoping it is something that is, well, we know backs can be tricky. Sometimes it'll clear up in a day, and that's what we're going with. Because the Tigers are owed that. The 0-2, fastball up, 96. We saw Drew Anderson make a spot start. Of course, came over. Tigers signed him after a great year as a starter last year in career. He's been overseas for the last 4 years. He made a spot start in mid-May. Toward the end of May, changeup misses 2-2. And he ended up, I think the Tigers thought, well, if he goes 3, that'd be great. He ended up going 4 2/3 in that game.
He was really good that day, too. Part of a guy that can do this role, spot start, emergency start, just have to have the right mentality as well.
2-2, swinging a weak little foul back to the screen. Pena hitting .271. You look at this lineup, they are 5th best in the American League in run scoring. They've got power, 2nd in home runs to the Yankees. It's doubles, it's home runs. 2-2, swing and a miss. Beauty of a curveball, wipes out Pena. And you look at this lineup, and there's one guy that you put like 3 circles around. That's the guy striding to home plate, Yordan Alvarez. And then, yes, Christian Walker, you circle that guy. At this moment, Bobby, it's a fairly pitchable lineup. Yes, Isaac Paredes is a power threat, but I feel like he's pretty pitchable in that cleanup spot all the way the rest of the way. First pitch slider down to Yordan Alvarez, swing and a miss.
Yeah, I like it, the unpredictability. He throws that slider 3% of the time to left-handed hitters. He just started Yordan Alvarez off with that. But that's what you got to do against guys this good.
The strike one, swing and a foul over the screen. Yordan Alvarez. I mean, it's 3 guys. If you go back the last 5 years, the 3 best hitters in baseball, they have separated themselves from the pack. Are Aaron Judge, Shohei Ohtani, and Yordan Alvarez. All at a 975 OPS or higher for the entirety of that 5 years.
That's insanity.
They all hit for average, hit for powers, and Judge is the standout because he does it at an even higher level than the 2 guys right behind him. The 0-2. Fastball up and in at 97, 1-2. Alvarez hitting .326 with 24 home runs and 54 RBIs. We saw it for a few years with that guy named Cabrera. When you've got a superstar bat The 1-2, ground ball, base hit. That's not a ground ball. That's a one-hopper line drive off the dirt into right field. And really, if you're the pitcher, guy in the mound, you're like, well, that's all right. I held Jordan Alvarez to a single.
He's in the park, and I held him to a single, no doubt. And it might take 2 hits to score him. He doesn't run well, so there you go.
Tried the breaking ball down again. But that's what good hitters get, right? They get the pitch that the guy on the mound never throws to him.
That's
or
right.
to left-handed batters if you're a lefty. Christian Walker's been a big part of the success of this offense this year. It can be a very streaky offense, more so than some other good offenses. Walker takes a pitch down and away. Signed to a 3-year deal last year. Got off to just an awful start. Rallied for a strong finish, and now he's back to being kind of Christian Walker. 1-0, swinging a tap foul. It's going to hit around 250 with some power. He's got 18 home runs. Gives you a good at-bat, and he's a gold glove first base.
Yeah, I was going to say, and plays a really good first base over there, too.
Like having ground ball guys on the mound in this ballpark. Tigers have one of the best ground ball rates as a staff, and Drew Anderson is right up there. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Good, lively fastball. He'll tell you sometimes he needs to set it up because it doesn't have necessarily maybe great properties like some hop at the plate. But 97 works for him.
No doubt about it. Listen, and for the Drew Anderson, 97 works. It's not the best vert. It's 14. You're chasing 15, 16. That's okay. But it's got some carry, 2,300 spin rate. So there's some properties there where he can use it effectively.
1-2, swing and a miss, and then he goes down with a changeup. Good to see the kick change early on. I know it's only 3 batters, but that's his pitch. And Bobby, it's been kind of wildly inconsistent in recent weeks.
And when it's inconsistent, Dan, the miss hasn't been down below the zone. The miss has been up in the part of the zone where changeups go a long way, and that's what's happened to Drew lately. But that's a tremendous one he threw, just ran down and into Christian Walker.
Isaac Paredes at the plate. Ex-Tiger, curveball down and away. Traded to Tampa for Austin Matthews. And they unlocked some power in this. Bobby, but what you notice with Isaac Paredes, this is a dead pull hitter.
Yeah.
1-0. Slider away. How would you pitch to this guy?
Well, for a dead pull hitter, you can't be afraid to go inside. That's the thing. You want to keep pulling stuff into the net. You want to pull stuff foul, that's fine. But I've got to be able to go inside because I want to get you out of way, maybe with some soft away or maybe up in a way late in the count. But you can't be afraid to go in there.
Tigers are staying away. 2-0 fastball misses 3-0 on Isaac Paredes. He's going to make it throw him a strike. 229 with just 9 home runs. Astros picked him up last year, and I'm sure he looks at those Crawford boxes in left and goes, okay, I can reach that. 3-0, fastball away. And he draws a 4-pitch walk. Tigers scored a run without benefit of a hit in the first. Always the big hand for Jose Altuve. As he strides to the plate, what an incredible career. Jose Altuve, 16 years in the major leagues, is now 36 years old. Dylan Dingler is going to go out and have a quick conversation. He's had a lot of success against the Tigers in his career, but basically his career numbers against the Tigers match his career numbers against everybody else. He's going to hit around 300, or he has for his career. There's some nice power numbers. Bat's a little bit quieter this year, but probably last 2 years, 770, 790 OPS, 20-plus home runs. This is still a dangerous bat. You don't want to see him up with men on base.
Absolutely not, because, again, he's kind of like a mini version of Vladimir Guerrero. If he can reach it, he's been known to hit it and hit it hard. So you really have to execute against Altuve.
First pitch, beauty. Change up, gets a called strike. First inning brought to you by Rocket Mortgage. Own the dream. Jose Altuve challenging the strike call. He is going to lose. You hear the collective groan of the crowd. 5 batters in. We always like to see this.
Yes.
Tigers' opponent has lost one of their 2 challenges. And that's proof right there. The strike one, down and away. Hitters, why hitters aren't as good. This guy's seen a few pitches in his career.
Just a few.
And he just challenged a pitch that was a full balls width inside the strike zone.
I would just have a tough time from a team standpoint, wasting my challenges in the first.
The 1-1. Fastball away.
I mean, it would have to be egregious if I was in that situation for me to challenge a pitch in the first. I mean, yeah, it's first and second. Got a kind of little mini rally going with a spot starter out there, but I just don't know that I could do that.
2-1 pitch bounces. Drew Anderson struggles at the beginning of his tenure with the Tigers. First time around with the Tigers, it was all about the strike zone. He just couldn't throw strikes.
Yeah.
And then it started to click kind of mid-April, and he got on a roll, and it was really impressive. Struggling with his command early. 3-1 fastball strike. And Jose Altuve was headed to first, will not challenge. 3-2, 2 outs. Alvarez, a runner at second, Paredes at first. Not great speed on the base paths. They'll be off with the pitch. Altuve waiting, 3-2, swing and a miss. Got him with a changeup that bounced. Altuve strikes out, and in the end, Drew Anderson strikes out 3 and strands 2. Head of the second inning, 1-0 Tigers on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
We know what you love. You love baseball.
Jim Thorpe's resume reads like a work of pure fiction.
So he's in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He's in the College Football Hall of Fame. He got Olympic medals for the decathlon and the pentathlon.
He's the greatest at
I thought I was an athlete, Lindsay.
Thorpe finished his Major League Baseball career with the Boston Braves in 1919, where he played alongside an outfielder named Les Mann.
He invented this particular projector.
And this is not all he's done, right?
He started championing to get baseball into the Olympics. He finally succeeded for the 1936 Olympics, which was held in Berlin.
The German government had discouraged other nations from sending Jewish and black athletes.
We sent over Jesse Owens, and we sent over Mac Robinson, Jackie Robinson's older brother.
Trailblazers like Thorpe and Robinson certainly lit the way for countless others to follow. Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
This time can't get it, and neither could the fan.
Oh, that's when you don't wear flip-flops.
Caminero strikes out, and the bat gets a 7.5 on the distance, but it's stuck to the landing.
That's poked and that hits the umpire. The ball is in play, and it's a base hit for Frazier.
Roberto Ortiz did what he could to try and get out of the way, couldn't. Took the wrong direction.
He just didn't know which way to go.
One hitter, Zach McKinstry, facing Highway Tongue. First pitch up and away. The first inning, if you're a pitching coach, you might use that in what not to do. The 1-0. Sinker up and away. Quickly 2-0 on Zach McKinstry.
I was going to say use it as teaching tape, but that's probably not what you're looking to show young pitchers.
You don't want to show them the negative. You can get that in their heads, right?
Yeah.
The 2-0. Four-seam fastball on the outside edge at 91 for a called strike one. Zach McKinstry starting to put together some good at-bats. And, man, it just, like Cole Kate not getting that first home run, it just weighs on you. The 2-1. Sweeper strike. I'm impressed with this sweeper. I know he has no command of it right now, but what a pitch.
I mean, it's vicious. It's got vicious spin. To start as far away from the plate as it does and find its way back is incredible.
2-2. Swing and a miss. And that's why he's can be tough on lefties, or at least throws that sweeper to lefties. Swing and a miss. It just starts way over in that right-handed batter's box, Bobby, and then it ends up behind the back left foot of Zach McKinstry.
And it's flat. There's no depth to it either. You see it out there, you either see it out there, you go to swing, it disappears, or you see it out there, you give up on it, and you end up taking it for a strike. It's incredible.
It's worth repeating. Lefty's 4 for 33 against that pitch. And this, remember, lefties have the big edge. They hit him for average and for power. But that one pitch, nope. James Outman takes a changeup for a strike. Number 9 hitter in A.J. Hinch's lineup today, the newest member of the Tigers. Time for dollars on deck. If Kevin McGonigal gets a hit this inning, Northville Lumber will donate to Detroit Blightbusters. Northville Lumber is Michigan's oldest business and largest Trex decking dealer. The strike one. Curveball bounces. James Outman, signed by the Tigers, joined the Tigers in Cleveland on Friday night. He had a home run in his first Tigers at bat. And he watching him in batting practice, he can bomb the ball. I mean, the ball jumps off his bat. And again, well-documented troubles just making consistent contact in recent years. Got the good hitters count here. Paredes is in tight at third. Just to the right of the cutout by third base with Pena up the middle. The outfield plays him to pull. The 2-1. Swinging a foul out of play. That was a fastball away off the plate. Outman fouled it off third base side. Today's game brought to you in part by Northville Lumber, the official lumber yard of the Detroit Tigers radio network. The second inning of the Michigan Lottery. The Michigan Lottery Detroit Tigers instant ticket and online games. 1-0 Tigers are in the second, the 2-2. Bounced the curveball. There's more balls than strikes in the first inning for Kaiwei Tung. He's a big guy. 6'4", 240. Works over on the first base side of the rubber. Working from the stretch at all times. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Curveball, it looks a lot like the sweeper, Bobby.
And that's the magic of it. It's a wide break, but then there's a little bit of depth to it. That sweeper is just about flat. It's like a souped-up slider with twice the horizontal break and no depth to it. And he throws that curveball, and you're thinking, okay, here's that sweeper again. You go to swing at it, and then you miss over the top because it dips just below your bat.
First trip through the lineup for Tung. 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 2 hit batters. How about that? Kevin McGonigal takes a first pitch sweeper for a strike and thought about challenging, and then he didn't, and then he did. He had to be very quick on that, and he's usually pretty good at this. He's going to win this one, I believe. He did. Really the first time we've seen him hesitate. You don't have much time to hesitate.
No.
And he hesitated. He went to the helmet, stopped, and then said, yeah, I want to challenge.
Yep.
Good challenge. Paredes even with the base and well off the line at third. Fly ball, right field. This one's deep. Hooking by the foul pole and gone, a home run. Kevin McGonigal, an absolute blast to right field. He got a fastball and did not miss. 5th of the year gives the Tigers a 2-0 lead in the second.
Man, the young fella's not missing no heaters. He is not. You are not going to sneak the cheese past that rat wearing number 7 for the Tigers, Jack. He is ready for every heater you throw him. Batting practice, bottle caps at the hotel. It don't matter if it's smoking. He's swinging. And he didn't miss that one. That's how you hit. Stay on the heater.
Fastball, swing and miss for Gleyber Torres. It's amazing. You know, I would say most hitters say they stay timed up for the fastball. They don't all actually stay timed up for the fastball.
Kevin McGonigal
does. Oh no, Gleyber Torres just swung and missed, and he's hurt. My goodness. I'm sure A.J. Hinch dreams of the day that his media session starts with something other than an injury report. But Gleyber Torres is going to come out of this game. And all you can think about, oblique last year, oblique this year, swing and a miss, and in pain. Doggone.
Yep.
Left side.
That's it.
It's almost always on the swing and miss, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I mean, I can say that one from experience. I was very fortunate over 14 years and only missed 36 games due to injury. Those 36 were because of an oblique. And it was a swing and miss changeup. Almost all the time when you see that, it's a swing and miss or a funny swing out in front of a breaking ball or something.
Hao-Yu Lee just returned to the Tigers roster. And at this moment, the Tigers feel fortunate that Hao-Yu Lee is on the roster.
Yeah.
Because he was added to the team over the weekend and was, I don't know if he would have been sent down, Bobby, but they had to remove a position player from the roster yesterday if the Tigers had played in Chicago.
That's right.
Maybe it wouldn't have been Hao-Yu Lee, but it might have been. So the postponement, they didn't have to make that move. And now Hao-Yu Lee is here. He had a good at-bat over the weekend in Cleveland. He made some fine defensive plays at third base. And now he is inheriting his strike one count, and it's just incredible. That's a loss. Strike one sweeper is up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gleyber Torres returning to this offense basically at the same time as Kerry Carpenter, 2 of your top 4 hitters most days that have given this offense a huge lift. The 1-1 turns out of the way of a sweeper high and tight, and it grabs the inside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Outfield plays Lee to go the opposite way. They play most hitters this way. The 1-2 cued off the end of the bat. Dimensions here at Daikin Park really kind of influence the positioning of their outfielders. It's 315 right down the line and left with a big left field wall that goes 19-foot wall that goes straight across for about 80-90 feet. The 1-2 swing and a miss. Sweeper gets Hao-Yu Lee, and the Tigers settle for 1. Kevin McGonigal walked and scored in the first inning, hits a home run and scores in the second. 5th home run of the year near the bottom of the second inning.
I'm going to throw out a restaurant kitchen term to you, and then hit me with a baseball one. I'll start first.
Okay.
Mise en place.
Oh, mise en place. That is, as the chef, you put all your different ingredients out kind of before you start cooking, right?
You got it, man.
Yeah.
That's the most
That's
important
a tough one. I hear this one a lot because of my name, can of corn.
Easy fly ball.
Seiya hammers it deep left, way back, bye-bye! Biggest swing of the year for Seiya Suzuki. 10th homer of the year. You bet. First career home run for Coach Flores Jr. out of here. Big league home run number 1.
And it's gone! Juan Soto with a go-ahead home run in the bottom of the 7th has given the Mets a 5-4 lead. His 14th home run of the year.
Right center, Pete into the gap. He dives! Oh, baby!
That was fun to watch. Sinking line drive, PCA on the move, does a Superman routine.
Everybody's getting in on the fun. Tiger bats boom all day long. They score early, they score middle, and they score late. And the Tigers just keep adding on. This is fun. 11-0 lead in the 8th.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Esto es Flow Mayor.
Line drive fouled on the right field line. Taylor Trammell at the plate. We've heard this name for a long time. Red's first-round pick 10 years ago now. That doesn't seem possible. He's been traded twice, picked up off waivers a couple of times. cash deal got him to Houston last November. This is his 6th organization that he's been with, and 4 at the major league level. Such promise, and he's never quite fulfilled that promise. But hey, he's still just 28. The 1-1. Changeup away. Left-handed bat. The upside is power potential, but he just has never been able to hit at the major league level.
Yeah, and an unbelievable human, too. Played for one of my good buddies in high school down in Georgia.
2-1. Foul tip to the glove of Dylan Dingler. How you lead now in at second base for Gleyber Torres. And you always love hearing about the good people.
Yeah, does a lot for charity. He's got a foundation down there.
Now you're making me root for him.
I want him to hit four hard balls at somebody tonight.
2-2, fastball high and away. Drew Anderson struggled with his command in the first inning. I think the problem was he was watching Tongue on the other side.
Yeah.
So far, 29 pitches, 15 strikes. The 3-2 to Trammell. Swinging a foul to the screen. You have to be able to challenge Taylor Trammell. He's off to a solid start. He's hitting .288, but no power. I do think he was thought of as a guy who would drive the ball if he made it to the major leagues and became a successful hitter. There is power in this bat. Plays all 3 outfield positions. He's getting the start in left field tonight. Changeup, got him on the outside edge. Called third strike. Kick change has got some nice action on it tonight. 4th strikeout for Drew Anderson.
Yeah, very good action down and away from the left-handed hitting Taylor Trammell right there. That's where you want that. That thing, if it's going to miss over the plate and down below it. He's done a good job of making that happen. That one hit in the zone for strike 3.
Ground ball pass to diving Cole Keith down the third base line off the bat of Cam Smith. Kicks off the stands. Throw to second base is not in time. Good hustle by McGonigal. Kind of like Fenway Park. You race out to shallow left field because of the angle of the wall. Very shallow down the line, and he played it perfectly because he'd done his homework and made it a play at second base, but Cam Smith has a double.
That's a heck of a job. As soon as that ball was hit, my eyes went to Kevin McGonigal. He did exactly what your coach should do. Sprint to that spot where it may carry him off the wall, where the seating bowl juts out towards fair territory. He did just that. He had a chance at Cam Smith. The second base throw was just too late. Too much speed from Cam Smith.
Curveball strike to Bryce Matthews. 4 strikeouts for Drew Anderson, all swinging. Or the Trammell was on a called third. 3 changeups and a curveball to get the strikeouts. Strike 1, swing and a miss. Bryce Matthews at the plate. That changeup is really dancing today.
He's got a good one. And it's such a field pitch. He's got a good one. He knows that he's going to use it as much as possible.
Another former first-round pick at the plate, Bryce Matthews. The 0-2. Fastball high and away. Pretty aggressive hitter, low walks, high strikeouts. Debuted last year 7 for 42 when he comes into this game. Hitting .220 with 6 home runs. AAA last year hit .260. Nice power numbers. The 1-2. Oh, man. Drew Anderson is going to challenge the ball call. He's going to lose. That used to be a strike. Not this year.
Dan, have we had a pitcher? How many pitchers have challenged for the Tigers this year?
I don't think. I feel like it feels like Terry Skubal in spring training, right? And he said I was so far off. I said I'm not going to challenge again. The 2-2 got him. He came right back with a changeup and froze Bryce Matthews.
This thing's filthy tonight, Dan. That's 90 miles an hour outer edge. Started off the plate and just faded right over that outer third away from Bryce Matthews. That's a weapon right now.
8 batters, 5 strikeouts, 2 hits and a walk. 2-0 Tigers are in the bottom of the second. Curveball misses away to Vasquez. This is what Drew Anderson wants to do. Who knows? He might still get the chance to do it. I think the Tigers just love his versatility, though.
Yep.
They don't want to put him in the rotation. The 1-0. Fastball strike. And again, here's hoping, if your back seized up on you overnight, as it did for Troy Melton, that's why Drew Anderson's on the mound, here's hoping it's just a couple-day thing. Certainly it can be. The 1-1. Change up for a called strike 2. Christian Vasquez at the plate. He has not done a whole lot of hitting in recent years, but he's always been a tough out for the Tigers. His numbers in his career by OPS, best against any American League team. 1-2. Ground ball softly fouled on the third base line. Ender Diaz is expected to come off the injured list during the series. He could catch Hunter Brown tomorrow. Christian Vasquez has been filling in, and he's just such a rock behind the plate.
Yes, he is.
Now 35 years old, terrific catcher, can handle a staff. 1-2. Fastball away. Paul Clemens is going to fool you a couple times, the home plate umpire. He's going to stand up and then not call anything.
that was the quick stand up. Like I thought that right hand was getting ready to move,
I
too.
thought it was.
Pull the ripcord, Paul. Come on now.
The 2-2. Soft ground ball to third, foul. Fielded by Cole Keith. Vasquez will see at least 7 pitches in this trip to the plate. Injury report is brought to you by McLaren Health, the official healthcare system of the Detroit Tigers. Well, 2 injuries today. What's new? Troy Melton, we hope, is nothing more than a locked-up back that will free itself. Just a little treatment in the next few days. Gleyber Torres has left this game with looks like a recurrence of his oblique issue. The 2-2. Ground ball on a high chop to first, fielded by Torkelson. He'll run toward first, underhand flip to Anderson, a little bit high, but Drew Anderson grabs it and crosses the base. Been a good start for Drew Anderson. He's had to throw a few pitches, but he has struck out 5.
This is my 1994 Topps card. This is an action shot. You know, I have no idea what I did this pitch, but it shows me, you know, good form, you know, head down, looking at the path of the ball, swing the bat, front leg sort of straight. Yeah, I think that was a good at bat. I'm going to swear by it. I think I hit a home run this time.
Line drive down the right field line. It's going to drop and score 2. Keith is home. Green right behind him. Torque over to third. Throw to second. Not in time. Kevin McGonigal, first major league at bat, is a 2-run double, and the Tigers take a 3-0 lead in the first.
Welcome to the big leagues, Kevin McGonigal.
6th pitch of the at bat. Down the right field line in the corner. Off the top of the wall. Another extra base hit for McGonigal. Throw to second. Not in time. First 2 major league at-bats. 2 doubles for Kevin McGonigal. How about Kevin McGonigal?
Boy, showing how quick he is on those inside pitches.
He's already at 60 in the third. Works the count even. Cues it off the end of the bat. That's going to be a tough play for Bogarts, and not in time.
I don't know if it's surprised is the right word, because McGonigal runs well, but he gets down that line really quick.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
And our home is right here in Detroit.
Brought by Mastercraft Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric. For fast service and the best price, choose Mastercraft. Gary Carpenter leads off for the Tigers, 3-4-5 hitters. First pitch fastball high and away. Kai-Wei Tung, 15 appearances out of the bullpen. He was quite good. 2.30 ERA, just 15 hits in 23 innings with 22 strikeouts, low walks. The 1-0, swing and miss. Man, as a lefty, that's got to look good. Like you said, it doesn't have a lot of depth to it. It's kind of flat on a level plane. It's coming into you. It has to all look very good, Bobby.
Until it doesn't. It looks great. And you're swatting flies.
The 1-1, fastball up and away, and it is just eating lefties, righties up. It does not matter. It's 6 strikeouts.
Yeah.
For Tung, with 2 hit batters and 2 walks in 2 innings of work here today. The 2-1, line drive foul. 46 pitches to get through those 2 innings with 6 strikeouts. And all of them swinging, right?
Yes.
Man. Kerry Carpenter hitting .237, 9 home runs, 26 RBIs.
And then the way McGonigal hit the homer, it's so important. Check swing at the sweeper in, challenge, ball, fastball next pitch, didn't miss it. That's what you have to do against guys like this.
2-2. Curveball away. I was waiting for the call from Paul Clemens because he has absolutely nipped the outside corner.
Yeah.
With curveballs and sweepers today. Paul Clemens has been right on it too. Give him a lot of credit. The 3-2 to Carpenter. Swing and a miss. Old reliable down and in. This is quite a performance. 7 strikeouts through 12 batters with 5 base runners. Not a ball has been put in play other than the McGonigal home run. But to go back to your point, Bobby, in the month of May, the month that shall not be named.
It's April part 2. I'm not saying it. You can't pay me to do it.
Riley Green, line drive deep and foul down the right field line. It's not that the Tigers weren't getting... Dylan Dingler was talking about this the other day. The Tigers, coming into this game, had hit 25 home runs in 11 games in June.
Right.
I think that was more than they hit all in May. But he said, we're doing damage on pitches over the plate. And you, Andy Dirks, talk about this all the time. When the pitch is over the middle of the plate, whatever kind of pitch it is, you have to be able to do something with that ball.
Yeah.
Riley Green takes a strike, no balls, and 2 strikes. And that's been kind of what we have seen. It's not that they're seeing more pitches over the middle of the plate. They are now doing damage on those pitches that they weren't in May.
Regardless of pitch type, man. And we talk about this. So if the plate's 17 inches wide, you can get 7 baseballs across the plate with 1 in ball number 7 hanging off the edge about halfway. 1 and 7, that's the pitchers. 2 and 6, that's the pitchers. 3, 4, 5, regardless of pitch type, I got to own that.
0-2 away. That's such a good visual. And teams do that actually too,
don't they? Absolutely. You go to a minor league facility, sometimes in the big leagues, you will see multiple devices, right. Usually a piece of wood with 7 baseballs drilled in it, and they sit it right in front of home plate.
Tung's 1-2. Ball away, sweeper. Riley watched it. 2-2.
And I just remember as a young minor leaguer, I mean, this was coming right from Tony Gwynn down through the Padre hitting staff when I was over there as a young minor leaguer. 3, 4, 5 are yours regardless of pitch type.
2-2. Riley swings, pops it up above us, out of our view, and down to our right. Count still 2-2.
I mean, that area is to be dominated.
So they drill that into your head.
It was just absolutely poured into our head, all the time. And we weren't the only organization doing it back then, and it's still very relevant now.
Two. Line drive off the glove of Tung, softly toward third, picked up by Paredes. He's got no play. Softly hit if Tung lets it go, and it's hard to do when it's hit right at you. It probably would have been eaten up by Pena at shortstop because it was not hit hard.
It wasn't. It was a 4-seamer in at 94. After you softened Riley up with as many off-speed pitches as he's seen, he zips them in and jams them. Just a fortunate bounce for Riley Green and the Tigers, and let's see if they can get something here.
1 on, 1 out. Third inning, 2-0 Tigers. Dylan Dingler batting. First pitch, fastball. Up and in. Off the plate, it looked like. Strike 1. Tung hasn't gone deep into many of his starts. This is only his 6th. Strike 1. Sweeper misses in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dingler hit by a pitch, first time up, first pitch that he saw from Tung. Went 3 innings as they were building up his innings. He'd been a multiple inning reliever, sometimes just a 1-inning guy. Went 3 innings, and then he made some really nice starts, 5 innings, 6 innings, and 5 innings, the 1-1. Jam job ground ball to short, sliding stop by Pena. Flips down to second, 1 out, 2 base, relay to first, not in time. One of the best combinations, turning double plays, and they almost turned an impossible one there. It's a simple force at second base. Dingler's at first with 2 outs for Colt Keith.
That was a remarkable turn by Altuve, because Jeremy Pena, because of the way the ball was hit, had to spin around and deliver the ball to Altuve. It took a little bit longer than he wanted to, but I didn't think Altuve was going to throw this ball. Not only did he throw it, he almost got Dylan Dingler, who gets down the line pretty good.
When you see a second baseman who's got a well below average arm in terms of the way the ball comes out of his hand, turn double plays at the rate that Jose Altuve turns, I mean, that's just all technique. And just, it's so incredible.
Well, the exchange was lightning quick, and that's right. And that's when you don't have the rocket arm, even at second base, when you don't have the rocket, you got to get in and out of the glove quickly.
Keith takes a strike, now the strike 1. Fly ball, right field, fairly deep, going back, Smith looking up, gone! Colt Keith, second home run of the year, is a 2-out, 2-run shot here in the third. And the Tigers take a 4-0 lead here in Houston.
If you look at the heat map of that sweeper from Tung, there's a boatload of them in the middle of the plate. If you can figure out the start line of it, it's really wide, really flat. He threw that one right in the middle of the plate, and Colt Keith didn't miss it. We talked about 3-4-5, regardless of pitch type.
Yep.
Kevin McGonigal got a 3-4-5 ball up, a heater. This is a sweeper that was right over the 4. Colt Keith smashed that ball out into the Astro bullpen.
The first time a lefty has hit Tung's sweeper out this year. That's how good that pitch has been. But thank you, Colt Keith, for providing a instructional video of what we had just been talking about.
There you go.
If it's in the middle of the plate, but God, that pitch, like you said, you've got to see where it starts and think, okay, that could end up here. How much? 20 inches of run?
Yeah.
The 1-1 of sweep, if you will. Fastball for a strike. 1-2 on Spencer Torkelson. Colt Keith was bombing the ball in batting practice today. I mean, again, you don't know, but we didn't even see him bomb the ball in batting practice in the time that he was struggling to hit home runs. The 1-2, line drive to left, hooking by the foul pole to stay fair. Hit the foul pole, gone. Back to back. Spencer Torkelson with number 12, and the Tigers take a 5-0 lead in the third.
Dan, what do we talk about his previous at-bat? Cut the outside half of the plate off and look for something in. Guess what that was? That was a sweeper that started at him. Torque kept that front side in, that front shoulder, that front hip. It started right at him, and he stayed on it and pounded it. That is a good piece of hitting and an excellent adjustment by Spencer Torkelson.
In one at-bat.
One at-bat, yes.
Because he had taken that same pitch, taken a fastball, and you just described what he had to do. Cut off one side of the plate.
And look in. Because if they get ahead of you, Torque, they're just going to spin you away. He knows that. The hitting staff knows that. Now you got to execute it, and he did right there. That's a heck of an adjustment by that young man.
Just the second home run by a right-handed batter against the sweeper. That's how good that pitch has been. Nearly unhittable by both lefties and righties, and the Tigers have just hit back-to-back home runs off the sweeper. 2 big at-bats. Power has been the calling card of the Tigers' offense this month, and it's just so fun to watch, Bobby. Whole different feel to an offense when you can light up the scoreboard and change the scoreboard with one swing of the bat.
Yep.
The 1-2. Curveball high and away. 2-2 on McKinstry.
What the Tigers are doing is not easy, especially on those sweepers. They start so far out of the sight line you're used to seeing from a pitch of that particular pitch type. It's hard to stay with it.
2-2, swing and a miss, curveball down. McKinstry strikes out with 2 outs and no runs in. The Tigers score 3. Keith with a home run, Torkelson with a home run. The Tigers go to the bottom of the 3rd inning, leading 5-0 here in Houston.
Austin Slater swings and misses at a slurve that hit him, and he is down on strikes. That's marginally embarrassing.
We got a ferry boat upside down. Let's go shoe on ferry boat.
I love it.
With the collector cup. Raising the bar for all of us.
Oh, we got a barbecue out on a kayak? That's outstanding.
Stretching over the tarp. That's great. Umpire comes in, no catch, no catch. Camaro's like, sure I did. See?
Nunez going to push one right side. Sanchez flips it to the bag and hits the umpire. Nunez now going to try for second, and he's dead meat.
What a wild turn of events there. That's going to be it. It's going to be an out on Nasim Nunez on one of the wilder plays you will see.
Right back, and it is caught. No, it's in his shirt. Logan Gilbert wore that one. That was something that you will not see again.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Esto es flow mayor.
Only from the Michigan Lottery. Knowing your limits is always the best bet. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Fox 2 is just the best. Watch before you go to bed.
You definitely hit the local angle very good. When I watch Fox, I feel like I'm getting the whole story.
They're working for you.
Drew Anderson still on the mound. Remember, this is a spot start and a bullpen day. Drew Anderson, when he made a spot start, went 63 pitches. He's at 44 right now. He's not going to go into the 5th inning today. Tigers bullpen already getting action. It's really hard to see. They're out in left center. We can see a body moving. Oh, you're cheating. There's a screen above my head as well.
Partner, I'm here for you. I got you.
A closed circuit feed. And this is interesting. Jacob Wagesback has a green glove.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a new identifier. Because literally from where we are, you can only see that there's a guy throwing. It's behind kind of a screen in left. The view of the pitcher is blocked. But now I know I've got a camera right above me. 3-1 quickly. Jeremy Pena at the plate. The 3-1. Swinging a high fly ball right field, not deep. Crowd excited because when the ball goes up in the air here, you never know what's going to happen. But that is a routine fly to shallow right. McKinstry makes the catch. Drew Anderson was much tougher against lefties to start. Now they've had some better at-bats, and that's largely a function of some of the changeup that he has just left up. And he went through a stretch where he gave him a home run in 3 out of 4 outings. He'll stay in to face Jordan Alvarez. Swinging a pop-up foul, third base side, well back. Do I dare say it, Bobby? I'm going to. You can second guess me later. Because I know what many in our listening audience may say, don't jinx it. But the Tigers have done a great job against Jordan Alvarez in his career.
I get paid to talk. I'm saying nothing right now.
Jordan Alvarez swings, and it's a high fly ball. Shallow to center field. James Outman to right center makes the catch.
Don't play with the people, Dan.
You have to say it. I mean, it's like they've done an amazing job against Jordan Alvarez. It's the second lowest OPS of any team for Jordan Alvarez, the Detroit Tigers.
That's of note, and that's fair. They pitched him very tough, and the Tigers have been fortunate to get him out a lot because the rest of the league is not.
I really had to pick my spot there. I'm like, I think Drew can get him. Changeup high and tight has Walker spinning out of the way. Boy, this would be great for A.J. Hinch if Drew Anderson could get the top three guys, and let's face it, it's very much about the 2-3 hitters, Alvarez and Walker. Walker's a right-handed batter, upright, relaxed stance. He was a late bloomer. He didn't really get playing time until he was 28. And then he's just been a very consistent, tough out and Gold Glove first baseman ever since he debuted in 2019 at 28. Consistent power. And a little more power this year than he has shown in the last several. 2-0, swing and a miss. I like that curveball.
I do too, and you know he throws it a fair amount. I really like the action on it because it's a downer. It's a 12-6er, and it comes out of that same slot as his fastball, tunneled very well. There's no hump in it, good line, and a pretty good vicious bite down in the zone.
Walker struck out on the changeup first time up. Already 5 strikeouts for Drew Anderson. This is likely the end of the night. 2-1. Curveball for a called strike 2. See if he can finish off his night. Again, likely if you've already got action with Wagasmack ready in the bullpen. AJ probably looking for Anderson to get Walker. Working from the stretch, middle of the rubber. 2-2. Soft tap foul. His misses tonight are down, Bobby.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes.
Curveball, that was down.
Much
changeup misses have been down.
That's right. He's gotten hurt on off-speed pitches that have been up in the zone. Obviously not trying to throw in them, but those misses have been up. These have been down, like you said, tonight.
2-2, half-cut foul. Fastball riding up. Fouls it out of play, well back first base side. Pitch count approaching 60 right now for Drew Anderson. He's at 57 pitches. He's gotten 8 swings and misses in 3 innings. The 2-2. Changeup in the dirt. That's a pretty good number through 3 innings of work. Tung has an absolutely crazy line right now. 14 swings and misses. 3 innings, 5 runs on 4 hits, 2 walks and 8 strikeouts. And 3 home runs. The 3-2. Fastball away. That will be the end of the day for Drew Anderson. Had him at 2-2, and then on the 8th pitch, walks Christian Walker. Today's game brought to you in part by Meyer, an official partner of the Detroit Tigers. And this series is brought to you by the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. When you need the right call made, 1-800-CALL-SAM. Tigers go to their bullpen with a 5-0 lead. Drew Anderson, a spot starter for the injured Troy Melton, does a very good job.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Well, if you look at the infield, they just came out and put, Diamond Dry everywhere, except where McKinstry needed it right here, and he loses his footing.
Wonder when he realized he broke his chain. With an all-star bonus, he can get a new one. I don't know what is causing this, but we have seen more bats leave players' hands at the plate this year than I'll ever remember.
Line shot. Got a chance. Yeah, that looks like it would have been a home run, fellas.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
So when the Tigers swing big, you sip big. Carbless, the official ready-to-drink cocktail of the Detroit Tigers. Find your bliss at drinkcarbless.com.
Jacob Wagersbach, along with James Outman, the two newest Tigers, takes over on the mound. First pitch, tight cutter. Backs up a little bit. Isaac Paredes at the plate, and he takes a called strike one. Just one scoreless inning of work with a hit, a walk, and a strikeout. The strike one, fastball at the knees for a called strike. He's got some hop on that fastball, some good vertical to it, Bobby, that plays at both the knees and at the top of the strike zone as well.
Yeah, it does. There's a bit of deception in his delivery, too. A very high, true overhand arm angle. You just don't see guys this high very often, especially at 6'6", creating some difficult angles for hitters as well.
Bread and butter, he says, is his fastball, the 0-2, ground ball foul down the third base line off a changeup. Not a big fastball, but that's his pitch, and it was interesting. He was talking about pitching over in Japan. He said you have to be able to develop a changeup, and that's the pitch that he feels like he's most improved on.
Yeah, I mean, it's just such a contact-oriented environment over there in Japan. Hitters just don't strike out, so you got to figure out a way to induce some weak contact.
0-2. Oh, man. Outside. It looked like a really good pitch, but if Dylan Dingler's not challenging, there's a reason. Sure enough, that was outside. The offset center field camera will fool you again and again and again.
Yeah, it will.
Redis walked first time up. The 1-2. Fly ball left field. Forget about it. My goodness. Carries the big wall in left into the Crawford seats. Number 10 for Isaac Paredes. Hanging breaking ball, and he did not miss. Tigers lead is cut to 5-2.
Yeah, Dan, he's dead pull hitter. You've talked about that. That's a cutter out away from him. Isaac Paredes is all over the plate. He is all over the plate, and he's a big man. What he's telling you is, I want this ball in. And it's counterintuitive. You get a guy like that, you got to rush him in with hard stuff. If you want to buy that real estate away, that's a cutter. He just sat on the outer third, and Isaac Paredes yanked it down the line for a home run at those Crawford boxes.
Yeah, and the Tigers have been staying away.
You got to go in there. And if you hit him, so be it. But you got to continue to go in there on guys like that.
Altuve fly ball to left. That one's way back, and that one is gone. Another cutter. And unfortunately, he said, hit me to Jose Altuve as well. Tigers lead cut to 5-3.
Cutters that don't cut are bad fastballs. That's an 86-mile-an-hour cutter that was dead straight, right in the middle of the plate.
The power in that body. 5'6", Jose Altuve.
That's what he's listed as.
You're saying he might be 5'4" and a half.
I don't know. All I know is he is not a big man, but he hits him a long way and has done it for a long time.
410 on the home run. Everybody excited about a pop-up off the bat of Taylor Trammell. Riley Green in, makes the catch in shallow left field. Trammell, little pop-up, but this crowd has come to life with a couple of two-out home runs. Paredes and Altuve. We go to the fourth inning on the strength of a couple of two.
C.B. Buckner entertaining the crowd a little bit.
Yeah, there you go. Chopper off the plate. That's a fair ball. Foul ball.
Why is that a foul ball?
Oh, that's why. Oh, my.
The awkward look at the play continues. He is going to be a dead duck.
Put a slide.
It is a 3-2 Rockies lead. First pitch hammered out to left field. And his way back. And the Kraken rises from the depths of the sea. His first home run in almost 2 months. And he gives the Brewers the lead. First pitch sinker. It wasn't even a strike. And he pulled his hands in and hammered it halfway up the bleachers.
They're chanting for Sir Gary right now. He hit that ball like he told everybody, hey, watch this.
447 feet away.
Yeah, mine was a tops now as well. I hit my first walk-off last year against the Mets.
Jacob Young, Nationals win. Now he's got his first walk-off big league hit.
Dad dad had bought a stack of them. And I was like, I think we can get these ourselves, but he went ahead and bought a stack for himself.
Like business cards. There you go.
But it was awesome just to, have that moment and have everyone so excited to, have a picture of you is a fun moment.
Always open when you need us.
Got some hop to it at the plate. 96 to 98 consistently. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pena with a strikeout and a soft fly ball to right off the starter tonight, Drew Anderson. 6-3 Tigers in the bottom of the 5th inning, the 2-2. Swing and a miss. That's one of the best sliders we've seen from him in a while. Outstanding. Sharp late break wipes out Pena.
That was filthy, Dan. That is the best slider I've seen from him in a while.
Boy, if he can get that pitch working, that'll be huge for him.
Started outer third and just darted off the plate. 87 miles an hour. Swing and miss all day on that one.
That brings up Yordan Alvarez. Single and a fly ball to center field. Fastball strike. 97 on the outside edge. Perfect. Tigers outfielder plays him almost straight up. Riley Green will come in a little bit in left field, as he will against most lefties. Stunning, scary production for Yordan Alvarez. If you're on the other side, he takes a fastball for strike 2.
Man, I was doing my homework on Yordan. I mean, we know he's great. You dig into the numbers. I'm on baseball research. I closed the page down. It was too scary. It was that good. Holy cow.
A horror film. Swinging a foul out of play. League-wide, hitters hit a little under 170 with no power in 2 strike counts. If you have a 600 OPS and 2 strike counts, you're really doing well.
It's just not fair.
Yordan Alvarez in 2 strike counts this year is hitting 280 with an 860 OPS, and he's hit 9 home runs in 2 strike counts. It's kind of ridiculous. I don't think I've ever seen, it's been a long time since I've seen production like that in 2 strike counts. The 1-2. Soft tap foul. Another way of saying you aren't breathing a sigh of relief until he is back in that dugout. Or, like he did earlier in the game, a mere single standing at first base. Big lefty, spreads out, knees slightly flexed. Hands tight to the left shoulder as he cocks the bat over it, tucks the right shoulder in. Fastball zips him up and in. 97 high and tight. Crowd doesn't like it.
I mean, it wasn't really all that close. It was up there.
Sixth pitch of the at-bat is ball 2. Now a slider in the dirt. Just has a way of focusing your attention, doesn't it? If you're the guy on the mound, you want to make a perfect pitch. Splitter has been off and on good for Kyle Finnegan this year. You would think it'd be right here, but it hasn't been sharp yet tonight. 3-2, swinging a soft tap foul. That was a good one.
Yes, it was. You talk about missing below the zone. This has to miss below the zone if you're going to throw one to him. He's got a hot zone, too, that doesn't stop at the bottom of the strike zone. We talk about it a lot of times. And we've seen this with our own Riley Green. You can throw that ball down a ball and a half below the zone, and he'll hit it a mile. So you have to go even below that if you're going to try to get him to swing and miss or get some weak contact at the bottom.
This will be the ninth pitch of the at-bat. Swinging a line drive, base hit down the right field line. That'll be extra bases. One hop to the wall, fielded by McKinstry. Throw to second base, might have a play, but it's way offline. And Yordan Alvarez goes in standing up. 9-pitch battle, and he rips a double to the wall in right field on one giant hop. Man.
Yeah, it's a big mislocation, too. Dylan Dingler wanted this ball down and away from Yordan Alvarez. The thing about it is he missed on the inside part of the plate, but it was on the inside black. He still got to it. Just an incredible hitter. The guy's just an incredible hitter.
6-3 Tigers are in the bottom of the 5th inning. Pitch counts are brought to you every game by Rocket Mortgage. Own the dream. Pitch count's no longer an issue. Both starters are out of the game. Slider misses low and away to Christian Walker. A walk and a strikeout for him. Anderson went 2 2/3, needed 59 pitches. Teng went 3 1/3, and he needed 81 pitches. Finished the day with 9 strikeouts in 3 1/3. So 9 of the 10 outs he recorded were on strikes. The 1-0. Swinging a high fly ball, shallow right field. McKinstry in, calling for it, makes the catch. That's a big second out, dangerous hitter in Christian Walker. Let's pause for station identification. This is the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. Two outs, man on second for Isaac Paredes. Let's review, Bobby. On top of the plate, pull hitter. How do you pitch to Isaac Paredes?
He wants it in, but into him is on the plate in a way that's closer to him. So you got to go in for effect first.
Splitter pulled down and away. So far, the Tigers have pitched him nothing but away in his first 2 at-bats, a walk and a home run. So you want to go away, but you establish in first.
You have to go in there. You have to let him know, I will come in here. We know you're all over it. We know you want it in. We're still going to throw it in here. We're going to buy that real estate away.
The 1-0. Pass ball away. Final line for Drew Anderson is brought to you by Figer Law. 2 2/3, 1 run on 2 hits, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. 6-3 Tigers in the 5th, the 2-0. Pass ball low and away, 3-0. Have not come in once other than a backed up cutter from Waguespack. First batter that he faced. 3-0, fastball middle for a called strike 1.
Now, admittedly, first of all, it's difficult to do. But second of all, you would like to have a guy who's got a 2-seam fastball to go in there and just run it in there and chase him with it. But you can still go in, especially with the fastball that Finnegan has. It's a good live heater.
Dingler setting up away, 3-1, low and away, walked him. This was the key, as AJ talked about in the pregame, in a home run ballpark. And this, again, a very home run friendly ballpark. The last 3 years, it is second only to the Dodgers in Cincinnati for the frequency of home runs. He said it puts a premium on your pitchers to make sure that you're not walking batters.
Yeah.
That you are pitching to the guys with the most thumb with the bases empty. And Jose Altuve, not your normal sized power hitter, but we know he's got the power, is stride into the plate. Dingler out to mound, a little settling down. Altuve with a 410-foot bomb to left center his last time out, just his 7th home run of the year. Kind of a quiet year at the plate for Altuve.
Yeah.
Hitting .238. Again, with just the 6 home runs coming in, missed 3 weeks with an oblique earlier this season. Represents a potential tying run standing at home plate. First pitch, fastball middle for a called strike 1. 6-3 Tigers are in the bottom of the 5th. 5 home runs already in this game. Finnegan works third base side to strike 1. Swinging a high fly ball. Right center. Deep. Playable for Outman. Going toward right center. Makes the catch. A little bit shy of the warning track. Altuve made a bid for an opposite field blow. Outman hauls it in. Finnegan strands.
center field, and the Blue Jays have walked it off. The rookie, Valenzuela's the hero. Toronto comes back in the bottom of the ninth to win it 3-2.
Freeman to center field, a base hit. Number 2,500 in his career. The first major league hitter in 7 years to reach this mark.
Another homer by Matt Olson. His second home run tonight. And it is his 19th of the season. His 50th RBI.
What a return off the IL for Dylan Cease. 6 innings, just 1 run, struck out 11. Tied a career high with 29 swings and misses in this game.
Montgomery hits a fly ball pretty well. Deep left. And it is gone! He's won it! No chance! This is a night Braden will never forget.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Esto es flow mayor.
So when the Tigers swing big, you sip big. Carbless, the official ready-to-drink cocktail of the Detroit Tigers. Find your bliss at drinkcarbless.com.
Northville Lumber is Michigan's Trex decking leader in the official lumber yard of the Detroit Tigers radio network. NorthvilleLumber.com.
Kevin McGonigal takes a sweeper for strike 1 to start the 6th inning. 6-3 Tigers trying to take game 1 here in Houston. It's good to see the bats come alive. Cleveland's just, I wouldn't say they've got the Tigers' number, Bobby. I think they do, and we talked about it in Cleveland. McGonigal takes a pitch up 1-1. They just have done a very good job of coming up with game plans that are kind of not what you would expect if you were a Tiger hitter. Change up and away 2-1. And they've done an incredible job now over, 22 games of shutting down the Tigers' offense going back to last year.
Dan, it's 2 things. Number one, it is the ability to game plan and do things differently than your opponent thinks you may do. Yeah. But then you got to go execute it.
Right.
And that's the bigger part of it. You can have a great plan, and if you can't execute it, it doesn't matter.
2-1, swing and a foul. We saw Bybee on Friday night throw a lot more sinkers than he usually does, and Joey Cantillo throw the pitch that he never throws, the cutter.
To the side of the plate that he never throws it to, too.
I mean, you just...
And the curveball. Like, come on, man. Cut it out.
The 2-2, fastball up and away. Tigers have scored just 12 runs the last 24 games against Cleveland, and 24 runs the last 12 games against Cleveland. And it did kind of worry you a little bit. Would there be any kind of a hangover effect, if you will, from that? And the answer so far is no, up and away. And again, this is a staff that has given up a lot of hits, a lot of runs, a lot of home runs. McGonigal reaches for the 4th time in this game. He's done that a few times this year. What a year this kid is having.
Yeah.
I never want to take for granted what we're watching with Kevin McGonigal. The ability to get on base. Every at-bat, Bobby, even if he strikes out, he's going to do something good in that bat or take something away from it for the next at-bat.
That's absolutely right.
Hao-Yu Lee swings and fouls it off the mask of home plate umpire Paul Clemens. Vasquez immediately turns around the catcher to check on him. He says, I'm fine, but boy, that shook him. Ooh. He's got the old style mask, not the hockey goalie style mask. But I think he took that pretty flush.
That was flush there.
Ooh. Lee digs back in, windmills that bat around once, twice, extends the hands up and away from the right shoulder as he cocks the bat over it. Gets a fastball, fouls it out of play. Blue ball still on the mound for the Astros. No balls and 2 strikes. Kevin McGonigal with a walk, a home run, a single, and a walk in his 4 trips to the plate here in the 6th inning. As we've watched him now, Bobby, this is game number 72. The defense has been superb at short and at third. Soft ground ball past the mound. Pena will charge. His only play is to first. So soft little ground ball acts like a bunt. What are some of the things? You're a scout. You watch young players come up.
Yep.
Some with highly touted who don't pan out. Some highly touted that do pan out. What's impressed you the most about Kevin McGonigal?
His steadiness, not just physically, but mentally. We've seen a few ups and downs. He's had a couple games where he's, struck out, 2-3 times. I think he had maybe a 4 strikeout game.
Swing and a miss. Jahmai Jones at the plate.
I think the pace at which he plays, Dan, and you've heard me talk about this. We talk about this offline. The ease of operation of everything he does and the pace at which he plays is more mature than the average 21-year-old.
The strike one, swinging a fly ball. Center field right to Matthews. McGonigal will tag and head to third. And make it as the throw is cut off by Pena in shallow left center. Didn't get all of that. Kind of a soft line drive to Matthews in center. McGonigal's on third with 2 outs for Riley Green.
The pace at which he plays, the ease of operation, the heartbeat is slow in pressure situations, both offensively and, more importantly, defensively. I think a lot of people say, oh, this guy's got a slow heartbeat. He doesn't speed up in the box when it's tight. That is more prevalent in the field. You get a 2-hop overspin ground ball hit at you with first and third and 1 out, and you got to turn that ball, whether it's short or you got to start that double play at third. That's pressure. He doesn't panic.
Riley Green swings and slices one softly to left field. Trammell will go over toward the line, make the catch. Tigers threaten, get a man at second with 1 out, but Kevin McGonigal is stranded at third.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
The people are welcoming, they're loving, they're caring. So if you're looking for a familial feel, definitely Asheville.
It's Asheville. That's all you got to say.
Yeah.
They're excited to be back and back on their feet, so it's been awesome to see the rebuild.
Winning or losing, like everybody's there having a good time rooting us on. So I've always enjoyed that the whole year.
You play here at the tourist park and you feel like you're back in the old days playing real baseball.
Nestled right into the mountains there.
That's right on a cliff.
Welcome back to Cincinnati. Gino swung on, crushed, high, deep, left field. There it goes. Goodbye into the second deck. A 3-run go-ahead blast.
And Eugenio Suarez to the second deck, and he thunders the Reds ahead 3-2.
Well, there was absolutely no doubt about that one right there. 431 feet for Suarez. That ball was smashed.
The ultimate balance and good times.
Sixth inning is brought to you by the Jack Demmer Automotive Group. Going to experience the Demmer difference. 6-3 Tigers. You go to the bottom of the sixth inning. Tyler Holton takes over on the mound. Pitch and change. It's brought to you by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. The 32nd appearance of the year for Tyler Holton. First pitch. Backdoor cutter for a called strike one. Pinch hitter for Taylor Trammell. Jake Myers, a right-handed batter. Pinch hits for Trammell. Comes in hitting .220. Been a backup outfielder for the last several years. Fastball off the cutter. I like that.
Yes.
Backdoor cutter on the same side of the plate. Fastball to freeze. the righty Myers 0-2.
And you know, Dan, it's interesting how Tyler Holton's arsenal hasn't changed, but the usage has a little bit. I feel like it's just right-handers just get that cutter, change-up, and four-seamer.
0-2. Stays on the outside part of the plate. Curveball away, 1-2.
And the left-handers just get that sweeper and that sinker. I feel like a few years back it was any pitch, any time, any side of the plate. And I think that's kind of where he's gotten away from what he used to do a little bit.
Swinging a slicing foul down the right field line because, I mean, there's nothing obvious in terms of velocity and shapes. It feels like the pitches are all still there, but I feel like that is very much the case. How he uses it and the predictability or the lack of maybe unpredictability.
Yeah, definitely.
The 1-2. Got him. Cutter and challenged. A hesitation.
The batters challenge the pitch.
That was not a confident challenge.
It was not.
By Jake Myers.
I also thought it was late,
and
too.
he's going to lose the challenge.
The call is confirmed. Houston is out of challenges.
0 for 2 on their challenges tonight. They lost in the first inning. Jose Altuve challenging the first pitch of his at-bat, and now they lose it here. The pinch hitter, Jake Myers, strikes out on a 1-2. But you watch Tyler Holton, again, the stuff still looks good.
Yep.
The results have been uneven. Swing and a foul. And he's even talked about it. He's got a 5-pitch mix. Talking about being unpredictable in the spring. Maybe sprinkling in a few more curveballs, whatever it might be. Working over third base side to strike one. Jam job, ground ball to second, fielded by High-U Lee. Just to the right of second, flips to Torkelson at first. Cam Smith, ooh, that might have broken his bat. That's a very satisfying sound for the pitcher, isn't it? That crack of the bat.
And it is the worst as a hitter.
Cutter did just what he wanted it to do, right in on the hands. Two outs, looking for the first 1-2 through the second 1-2-3 inning of the day. Change up away to Bryce Matthews. This feels like a little different sequencing against righties. The 3 righties we've seen.
I agree.
Already. The strike one goes in with the fastball. I like it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bryce Matthews, 220 in his early at-bat so far this year. Again, just his second year. Still high hopes of this young man. Cutter off the plate and in, backs him away. He's got tools. Got some speed. Can play a little defense. Right now working on the hitting. Change-up, swing and a miss. He's throwing some excellent change-ups away to righties.
That's a great, excellent pitch right there. Down and away from Matthews.
After he went in twice.
With the heater and the cutter, 2 different pitch types. So now you got to respect both sides of the plate. You also got to respect the fact he may throw that 4-seamer into you as well.
Matthews got some pop against lefties. Ground ball to second base. Again, High-U Lee, 2 steps to his left. Scoops up. The knee-high bounce flips it to Torkelson. 2 easy ground balls to second. That's a really good inning for Tyler Holton.
Swing and a foul tip, and he's down on strikes. And there's the changeup. That's the 69th strikeout this year for Sanchez on the changeup. By far the most in Major League Baseball. Swing and a miss. He got it with a changeup.
Or that.
Yep, 3 strikeouts.
Hey, you see that circle change grip, and look at the movement on that thing. Clement thought that was going to be a strike. By the time it got the home plate, disappeared.
Swing and a miss. 4 strikeouts in a row, 9 in the game for Sanchez.
I would have no chance against Christopher because he doubles up, triples up, velocity. I mean, it's just an unbelievable changeup right there.
Cut on and missed. That's 10 strikeouts for the 11th time in Sanchez's career.
That's what we're talking about, that changeup. Jimenez looking for something hard. He didn't get it.
Why is that person holding a Keith Hernandez card in their hand during the game? Are they waiting for you?
I never cared for that particular pose right there, to be honest with you.
I mean, where do you sign on that card?
Right on your best feature. Keith on one side and Hernandez on the other.
I can only sign it on the Bohunkas, though.
Oh, that's a lovely signature.
Right across the boat. Look at that. It's like a tattoo.
Sam Car Safety Kit today at callsam.com.
Seventh inning is brought to you by Snethkamp Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. The Snethkamp Automotive family is celebrating 100 years, 4 great Michigan locations. Jaden Murray, right-hander, takes over on the mound for the Astros. 6-3 Tigers. We're in the 7th. First pitch shot in through the hole between Pena and Paredes into left field. Ground ball single for Dylan Dingler. Just another 2 for 3 night for Dylan.
Unbelievable. Hitting the ball hard too, Dan. Like a lot.
What a month.
Oh.
Saw today that the last 2 weeks he's completely changed his season. I'm like, wait a minute. He was pretty he's lifted his batting average, but he was pretty darn consistent in the power department through the first 2 months. He's just having a really big June. Fastball up and away. And he's turned himself into the most complete catcher in the American League, and maybe certainly one of the top in all of baseball.
It's worth it. It's you can have the argument for sure.
The 1-0. Swinging a fly ball down the right field line. Will it be deep enough? It is gone. A home run. Colt Keith with a 2-homer game. How about it? Line drive. Just kept carrying. Second of the game and third of the year is a 2-run shot, and the Tigers take an 8-3 lead in the 7th.
Second at bat, Colt Keith hit a sweeper, middle of the plate for a homer. He got a hanging changeup from Jaden Murray right here, right in the middle of the plate. Didn't miss that bad boy. 88-mile-an-hour changeup. That's a BP fastball, gang. Colt Keith let him know, don't do that.
I just didn't think he hit it high enough.
He kept his head up and crept over the wall. You don't get extra points for hitting them far.
4th home run of the night for the Tigers and 2nd for Colt Keith. He just might have found something, Mr. Scales.
I think so.
Fastball up. You know, I joke a little bit about watching guys in batting practice, but I don't watch a whole lot. But when I do see a guy have a really good BP, swinging a slicing foul, I mean, you've maybe just found your power stroke. And if you're seeing it in BP, that can mean something, right? In other words, okay, I think I found it, here, and you feel it in BP, that can carry into a game.
Listen, if you believe that in your head, and I'm not making fun of your point. If you believe that in your head, then that is true. Period.
The 1-2 to Torque, high and tight, 2-2.
If you have a good BP, you feel good, you're hitting the ball hard, you see some balls leaving the house, yeah, let's take those vibes into the game, man. Let's get on time for something and let it eat. And that's what Colt Keith's done today. 2 homers. Sweeper, changeup, 4 steaks.
The 2-2. Got him. Perfect fastball low and away. Torque with the home run earlier in the game. Now 1 for 3 plus a walk. Cleveland shut the Tigers down. They did hit 2 home runs in game 1 in the 3-2 loss. 4 home runs in this game. 6 home runs in the last game in Minnesota.
I cheated, Colt. 5 steaks. The hit by pitch, bases loaded RBI. That's the best one.
A classic. Fastball strike on the outside edge. 8-3 Tigers in the 7th. McKinstry at the plate. He must get in on the fun. Those first 9 games, and the Tigers averaged 7 runs a game. Everybody was contributing. McKinstry and Outman, the 8-9 hitters so far, combined to 0 for 6, but definitely seen some better at-bats from Zach McKinstry of late. Left side of the infield, that's Paredes Pena. They shift to the right in the outfield about straight up. 0-2 swing and a foul tip. We're talking about the dimensions of this ballpark and how Houston oftentimes will shift the entire outfield to the right, even with righties, lefties at the plate, because it's so shallow down the left field line. 315 to the wall. The 0-2. Swinging a fly ball to center field. Myers now in center field. He'll go back and make the catch for the second out. Astros just figured, this was many years ago, any ball down the left field line, that's going to be a double. So they started shifting their left fielder to left center to try to take away more of the gap shots into left center. They're not doing it as much tonight, but that's kind of the way they play a lot of hitters. At-bat to at-bat.
Yeah, that's what you have to. I mean, really, it's so short there. 315 feet away. Anything with any velocity off the bat at all.
Sweeper down and in to James Outman, ball 1.
Is likely going to hit off that wall. So you play on the edge of that, especially if you have a left fielder that may not be as adept at playing the outfield or may be defensively challenged out there. Put him on that corner, put him right in front of the wall, and it makes some of the decision-making a little bit easier out there.
Low and in, 2-0. So again, 315 down the line, 19-foot wall, goes about 80, 90 feet out, and then it goes back. It's really one of the strangest things you'll see. Maybe 20 feet to the 366 marker, and then the line goes up, and you have to carry a 25-foot yellow line in deepest left center to get the ball out there. And then before we get to center field, the yellow line drops straight down to an 8-foot wall at 399, and then goes out to center field at 409. The 3-0. Fastball middle. Wall goes straight across. Zigs and zags a little bit by the Astros bullpen in right center. And then straight across to the right field line, which is just 326. And again, better for lefties for home runs than righties. Outman swings and misses at a fastball, 3-2.
And then I remember playing here when they had the hill out there too.
Tal's Hill.
With the flagpole in play.
You'd see outfielders try to run up and they'd fall down. The 3-2. Swinging a soft fly ball to center field. Myers 2 steps to his left will make the catch. Outman hit it on the line. 2 good swings for McKinstry and Outman. 2 line drive outs to end the inning, but only after Colt Keith's second home run of the night. It's a 2-homer, 5 RBI night.
I was so inspired by what you were making that I want to do my own all-star ballpark bite, but I'm thinking we take some of that brisket that you make, and I'm going to do like a little slider. Got the pepper jack cheese, some American, get it going with some of the barbecue sauce that you have, that spicy, delicious one, and then caramelized onions. Make like a little sandwich. We cool?
Sound like a plan.
I think we did good.
Oh, thank you. Did
Thank
great.
you.
Thanks, Chef.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Esto es Flow Mayor.
Coney Island gift card. Enjoy the food Detroit families love. Legendary Coney's, fresh breakfasts, juicy burgers, crisp salads, and hometown favorites like the original honey sandwich served all day for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. It's baseball month for a limited time only at National Coney Island, the official chili of the Detroit Tigers. McLaren Medicare hits it out of the park with their Medicare Advantage plans. Learn more at McLarenHealthPlan.org/McLaren Medicare.
Christian Vasquez takes ball one. Now a cutter in for a called strike. Tyler Holton worked the beauty of a 1-2-3 sixth inning, working with an 8-3 lead in the seventh. 9-1-2 hitters Vasquez, Pena, Alvarez. Holton from the stretch, third base side, the 1-1. Fastball in. He is using all of his pitches going in, out, up and down, and it's sharp tonight.
It is. It really is. It's different. It's coming out of his hand different. And good intent to get glove side, which is inside the right-handed hitters right now.
Straight up at short for McGonigal. And Keith deep and off the line at third. He's had a big night at the plate. The 1-2. Soft tap foul. You were mentioning last inning all the things that impressed you, Bobby, about Kevin McGonigal and being able to slow it down not just at the plate, but especially defensively in the big moments. And we didn't get a chance to just talk a little bit more about that, because the other thing you notice with him, if he makes a mistake defensively, he doesn't ever make that same mistake twice.
No, you're not seeing repeat mistakes from him.
Fastball up and in. Good pitch, ball two.
And there's just baseball IQ there, too. I mean, it's just, he's advanced. He's the kid at the head of the class. It doesn't mean some of the other prospects aren't going to make it, aren't going to be who they are. He's just that advanced, and it is what it is. Some guys are that way.
2-2, swinging a pop foul out of play. Vasquez will see at least 7 pitches in this trip to the plate.
And I think also what has happened is, and this happened a long time ago, he's so sure of himself that he never tipped around the clubhouse. It was never like, oh, I'm just happy to be here, ho-hum, this, that, and the other.
2-2 is tapped foul.
Part of that is the environment that has been created by some of these Tiger veteran guys. I mean, you look at the Schoolbulls, you look at the Casey Mizes. Yes, they're pitchers, but they still set the tone in the clubhouse. The Dylan Dinglers, who's earned his stripes last year. I mean, you have to be welcoming of these guys because he's going to be a contributor early on, and I think has made a big difference.
2-2, swinging a tap foul, and he talked about that during spring, that right away, whether it was Riley Green and Spencer Torkelson and his locker mates right across from him. Early on, we're going golfing. Let's go. They were doing things together right from the start.
You're going to be part of this thing, whether it be right now out of spring training, which it ended up being, or at some point this year.
Ninth pitch of the at-bat at Christian Vasquez. Half cut, went too far. Appeal down to first. Adrian Johnson rings up Christian Vasquez. 1 out, 7th inning. Tigers with an 8-3 lead. You can only imagine what it feels like for Cole Keith.
Oh,
right there at third base, standing there, 2-homer night, 183 at-bats before he hit his first home run. Now he's got 3. That was in the game Thursday, so it's been a very productive few days. I mean, you knew the power was in there, but it was getting to the point where, like, where is it? And he started to drive the ball a little bit better. You could see him carry some balls to the big part of the field. 1-1, they count on Pena. And you can, you hit that first one, 419, and it was a bomb.
Yeah.
Now let's see what happens. The 1-1. Cutter for a called strike, 1-2.
And it's not a matter of strength or bat speed with Colt Keith. It's just for whatever reason that the power was out for a little while. He's going to hit plenty of balls hard enough to carry fences for sure. I mean, that's not going to be a problem. But I think one of the things we've seen is where have these pitches been that he's hit? They are middle pitches, regardless of pitch type.
Yep.
They've been in the middle and they were getting impacted.
The 1-2, Pena, ground ball, base hit. That was hit hard. Just 2 steps to the right of McGonigal, but he had no chance. Pena sharp single into left. What a good player he is. Remember, all he had to do his rookie year was take over for a guy named Correa. He was 24. Not a late bloomer, but a little bit late for a guy who's going on to be a 5-WAR player every year. And all he did was come up, hit 250, 22 home runs, and he's played the heck out of shortstop ever since he debuted in 2022. Just a really valuable player and a rock in the middle of that infield. Yordan Alvarez takes ball 1. Does the lefty bother Yordan Alvarez? No. The 1-0. Sinker on the outside edge, a little swing back. perfect pitch for a called strike. It's lefties, the righties the same. What does that mean? That means he has a 972 OPS against righties and a 977 against lefties.
Guy sinks against righties.
The 1-1, swinging a line drive to center field, hit deep, going back Outman, he will make the catch. 3 steps from the warning track in straightaway center. That was a line drive that went about 380, hit hard, and it's out number 2. Oof. And it'll be the end of the night for Tyler Holt. At the plate, 4, 5, 6 hitters for Houston. Paredes, Altuve, and Myers. 8-3 Tigers are in the bottom of the 8th. Will Vest threw 1 pitch to get the last out last inning. Fastball powered him in, Bobby.
Love it. With that 2-seamer, too. It makes it a touch easier when you got that arm side run and sink into a right-handed hitter, but that's definitely where you have to go.
1-1, swinging a foul. He pounded him in with another sinker.
96-mile-an-hour sinking fastball from Will Vest, attitude heater.
It's such a good way to describe that pitch, because it is. It's
just an angry 19 coming at you.
Yeah, the numbers don't look great, but I still feel good when Will Vest on the mound pitched down and away. Spent a little time on the IL. So it's 21 innings of work and a 6.50 ERA, 22 hits in those 21 innings. The stuff says it's going to be far more innings pitched than hits allowed by the time this year wraps up. Walk rate at 3.5, strikeout rate at 10. Been a little bit of bad luck on balls in play. 3-2 hit him. Sinker. Couldn't tell where it hit him. On the right hip, top of the right leg.
Top of the right leg.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
listen,
what it looked like.
He's on the plate all over it and wide open. Sure did. Hit him on the top of the right thigh.
Yeah. Did he swing?
No, he did not. He held up.
But if he had foul tipped that, he would not be going to first.
No,
he almost foul tipped it.
Yeah.
On the check swing. So hit batter. 8th inning today is brought to you by Varsity Ford. Visit Varsity Ford in Ann Arbor today. Joe Espada, the trainer, out. This copyrighted broadcast presented by authority of the Detroit Tigers may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Detroit Tigers. 8-3 Tigers in the 8th. That brings us to our hardest working player. Brought to you by Carhartt, proud to support Detroit Tigers baseball. All the hardworking people make it possible. All the Tigers work hard every day. But tonight, ground ball to short. McGonigal to second, lead to Torkelson. That's as easy as you can draw it up. Jose Altuve, 6-4-3 double play. 2 outs, bases empty. I'm just building the suspense for the hardest working player of the night. And that's going to be Bobby. Are you good with Colt Keith?
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
Couple of home runs and 5 RBIs. Don't forget about the RBI he drove in, the run he batted in by getting hit. Myers at the plate, struck out in his first at-bat. Swings and fouls the first pitch from Will Vest back to the screen. 8 runs on 10 hits for the Tigers. 3 runs, 6 hits for Houston. The strike 1 in the dirt. I realized that I have to go back and change that Dylan Dingler single to a triple. I'm having a hard time doing that, but they never went up with an error. We were talking about it during the break. So it's a bad hop line drive. Ground ball chopped to third. Colt Keith will be, oh boy, probably needed to take charge. Did McGonigal call him off? Because he stopped, and then by the time McGonigal fielded it, he had no chance.
Yeah, it looked like Kevin McGonigal called him off. Colt Keith's just got to take charge and go catch that ball.
Yeah.
And that's
his all the way.
1,000 times out of 1,000.
Yeah.
The third baseman's got to be aggressive, get that short hop and throw it across the diamond. But he kind of just stopped and bailed out.
It looked like McGonigal was going to go behind him. and then he realized Keith had stopped, so maybe just a little miscommunication.
Yeah.
Jake Myers easily safe at first. Doesn't matter. Ground ball to second base. It's just one more pitch for Will Vest. Fielded by Hyu Lee. Steps on second base for the force on Myers. And the infield single does.
Up the middle, diving play by Swanson to first. What a play! Volpe on the backhand, goes to third brilliantly for the easy out.
Leday coming up hard. It falls. Round to third. Leday fire home. It's there. He's out. What a play by Leday.
Charging in and making a diving catch, Terracotta.
Going back is Reynolds at the wall. Up and he makes the catch to Rob Ohtani of the home run.
Line drive towards second base on one hop. A nifty pick by Holiday. Ain't got him. That might be the best play on grass.
Raley backed up to the wall and he makes the catch. Line to right. Nootbaar comes in and makes a sliding catch. Tommy Troy makes another sliding grab out there.
The answer is Kevin McGonigal with the glove at Comerica Park.
Putting on a show.
And it's Vasquez who makes a sliding grab.
Back trio and he leaps and makes the catch. Bangs up against the wall.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way, with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Car safety kit today at callsam.com.
Every Tigers home run this year is a Little Caesars Pizza home run. Order online for delivery or pizza portal pickup. Dylan Dingler at the plate. First pitch, breaking ball for a strike. Brian Abreu on the mound. As we said, an absolute rock in this bullpen for his managers over the last several years. This is his 8th year in the major leagues, but since 2022, it's been nothing last 4 years other than success. 190 ERA, 170, 310, but power stuff. Last year, 220 ERA, 13 strikeouts per 9, didn't give up many hits. You just didn't like seeing him come out of the bullpen.
No.
Quickly, 1-2 on Dylan Dingler, and this year he has lost the strike zone, and it's just got to be such a puzzle. With the consistency they'd seen, he has now walked more batters than he has innings pitched. Fastball up and in. That's what we're used to seeing. Dylan Dingler strikes out on a 1-2 pitch. Another good night for Dylan Dingler. Strikes out to start the 9th inning. 23 innings and 24 walks with 31 strikeouts is stunning to see, Bobby.
And Dan, that's a 97-mile-an-hour fastball with some good right at the top of the zone. The stuff is fine. Again, like you said, he just lost the strike zone. We're seeing it with Kyle Finnegan. I mean, sometimes I guess it just happens to guys. Yeah. But the stuff is still very potent.
Maybe some signs he's starting to dial it in, but he hasn't walked anybody his last 3 innings. How's that?
That's a start. That's a start.
Keith has had a big night. Takes ball 1. Slider away. Second home run of the year was a deep drive to right center into the home bullpen in right center by the 370 marker. And then the last time up, just kind of a low line drive. Never got very high off the ground. He takes a strike to make it 2-1, and it carried the wall right down the line, just to the left of the 326 marker. As you said, they all count the same. He was circling the bases for the second time tonight, and for just the 3rd time this year. All 3 home runs have come in the last 5 days. Waiting on a 2-1 from Abreu. Swinging a foul off the mask. Christian Vasquez, that caught him pretty flush. He's shaking his head right now. He's going to need a second. Let's pause right now for station identification. This is the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. Paul Clemens walked the ball out to Brian Abreu to buy some time for Vasquez. You could hear them sharing a little laugh right there as he got back behind home plate. Both had taken a shot off the mask tonight. Keith Whitting in a 2-2. Swinging a fly ball left field. This one's deep. This one's got a chance. Is it a 3-homer game for Colt Keith? It is! Opposite field home run into the Crawford box in left. How about that? Colt Keith has a 3-homer game. He goes opposite field for his third. 4th of the year in a 9-3 Tigers lead.
3 homers. 6 stakes. 3 different pitches. Sweeper, changeup, slider. That's a night.
3-homer game. Incredible. 1 all year. 0 going into last Thursday's game against Minnesota. It's about what? A few days just before that first home run when AJ was asked about the lack of power, and he said, I just want him to be able to come to the ballpark without it weighing on his mind every day.
Yeah.
I wish they could turn the scoreboard off in his at-bats. Colt Keith handled it. He did. I mean, you could still talk to him. Be very matter-of-fact about some of the struggles. Talked in Tampa about just trying to get the timing back. Fastball high and tight, 2-1 on torque.
That's one of the things about Colt Keith, and a lot of these Tigers, they're so honest.
Yeah.
This is what's going on, and I'm not really a big fan of it either. But that's what's going on right now. So we're gonna deal with it and keep moving forward.
2-1, slider for a strike to make it 2-2 on torque.
I mean, Torque's had, obviously we know Torque's had his struggles over the years. He's been the same way. He's been the same dude every day.
Yep.
And you appreciate that.
Waiting on the 2-2, 9-3 Tigers in the 9th. Fastball low and away. The 3-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with a high fastball. Second out of the 9th inning. 9th inning is brought to you by Comerica Bank. If you want to elevate your small business's game, visit Comerica.com/succeed to learn how. Every Tigers home run this year is a Little Caesars Pizza home run. Order online for delivery or pizza portal pickup. 9 runs on 11 hits and 5 home runs for the Tigers, 3 from Colt Keith. Slider for a strike to Zach McKinstry. 0 for 4 for Zach. 0 for 4 for James Outman waiting on deck. Zach's hit the ball. Pretty good swings last 2 at-bats. Check swing went too far, and a slider in the dirt. No balls and 2 strikes. Another night game tomorrow between these two teams. Hunter Brown, the Detroit native, is coming off the injured list to start for the Astros, and the ex-Astro Framber Valdez starts for the Tigers. Slider in the dirt, just what Christian Vasquez wanted here in the 9th inning, down 9-3. Block a ball in the dirt that bounced in front of home plate.
Especially after he got squared up with that foul tip.
Nice welcome back for Framber Valdez on the scoreboard, and from this crowd here at Daikin Field earlier today. The 1-2 up and away right before the game.
Yep.
Video on the scoreboard, and then brought him out of the dugout. He acknowledged the crowd. Pretty neat. McKinstry waiting on a 2-2. The pitch. Soft ground ball. Tapped on the ground behind home plate. Abreu works from the stretch third base side. The 2-2. Ground ball and a high bounce to second. Altuve fields and flips to Walker at first. McKinstry bounces out. Tigers add to their lead on Colt Keith's 3rd home run of the night. And at the bottom of the 9th inning, 9-3 Tigers. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer.
The captain, Derek Sanderson Jeter, is one of the winningest players in Major League history. He was wearing these very batting gloves when he notched one of those most memorable hits, the 3,000th of his career.
Are we supposed to spit in them like they do the batting gloves?
No spitting. This is a non-spitting museum.
He's just the second player in history whose 3,000th hit was a home run. The first was a former teammate from the Yankees' 1996 World Series championship team. But before he began his Cooperstown-bound career, Boggs would cross paths with another future Hall of Famer. September 6, 1995, the Iron Man played his 2,000th 131st consecutive game, surpassing the unbreakable record of the Iron Horse.
Now that's how you pass the torch. Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Today's game brought to you in part by Corewell Health, reminding you together we can overcome any obstacle and fight any battle. Pitch and Change brought to you by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. And Manuel De Jesus on the mound. First pitch is popped up in the air near the girders in the roof here at Dyken Field and down into the glove of Spencer Torkelson. Bryce Matthews pops out. Torque barely had to move. Caught it in fair territory just to the left of the bag. One up and one down. Manuel De Jesus is, well, recent outings, he's just throwing the heck out of the ball right now.
He really has. Got off to a little rocky start, but it's been good of late for sure.
Christian Vasquez batting. He's facing 8-9-2, 8-9-1 hitters. Four-seam fastball on the outside edge for a called strike. Hadn't pitched in 10 days in Tampa. Jack Flaherty went 5. He went the final 4, and he needed 35 pitches to get the last 12 outs. Vasquez swinging a foul tip. No balls and 2 strikes. 0 for 3 tonight. Tigers jumped out to a 5-0 lead in this game. The Astros, two-out home runs for the Tigers in the top of the third made it 5-0. And then the Astros responded with 2 two-out home runs in the bottom of the third. Vasquez fouls it straight back. Paredes and Altuve, and that really was... that was it for the Astros offense. Tigers, it's been a bullpen day. Worked out of a couple of mini jams, really just one jam with a couple of base runners on in the 5th inning. And that was about it. Pitching parade for the Tigers to do the job today. Drew Anderson started. The 0-2 swing and a miss. That's what we like. We're seeing a live fastball up that gets swing and miss.
That's a good heater, Dan. Top of the zone, 95 miles an hour. Good hop at the plate. It plays. And he just beat Vasquez upstairs. Had something on it.
De Jesus, fastball up and away. Astros down to their last out, so it's been Anderson. He gave up 1 run. Waguespack gave up the back-to-back home runs. Finnegan, Holton, Vest, and De Jesus trying to make it 5 scoreless innings to close this one out. Ground ball to short, backhanded by McGonigal. Plants, throws, Tigers win. Colt Keith with a 3-homer game. Home runs 2, 3, and 4 on the year. Ignites this Tigers offense. On a day when Tigers had lost their starting pitcher, the bullpen comes through in a big way. Anderson, Waguespack, Finnegan, Holton, Best, and DeJesus combine to shut down the Astros offense. 1-2-3 ninth for DeJesus closes it out. Our final score, the Detroit Tigers take game 1 of a 3-game series with the Astros with a 9-3 win.
We know what you love. You love baseball. You love the Detroit Tigers. You love spending a day at Comerica Park. We also know what you don't love, standing in line. So we made a VIP entrance, so you could do more of the things you love and less of the things you don't. All you have to do is bank with Comerica. With your Comerica bank card, you'll feel like a VIP the moment you walk in, just like you do at our bank. Learn more at comerica.com/yourpark. Comerica Bank, a division of Fifth Third Bank N.A., member FDIC.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Flow mayor is where all those rhythms meet. Porque el flow no es de un solo jugador, es de un corillo entero que prende estadio. De San Diego a Santo Domingo y cada parada en el camino. Cuando estamos activos, la liga sube de nivel. Esto